She said I deserve one last freedom before marriage, so I gave her all the freedom she wanted. Madison told me 3 months ago that she wanted one last wild night before we got married. I remember laughing because I thought she was joking. We were sitting on the couch looking at wedding invitations, and she said it with this little smile like she was testing me. I told her she could have whatever she wanted. I meant it as a joke, too. Last Friday night, I was working late when my phone started blowing up. Instagram notifications, even a call from my sister Claire. I opened Instagram and saw Madison's story. The video showed her at her bachelorette party in a silver dress, dancing with bridesmaids in a club. The caption read, "Final weekend of freedom before I say goodbye to bad decisions forever. Fine until the last 3 seconds." Madison turned and there was a shirtless guy behind her, hands on her waist. She was laughing and leaning back against him. This was supposed to be a girls' weekend at a lake house 2 hours outside Austin. Her mom, Donna, had helped plan it. No guys allowed. Then I noticed something in the background, a neon sign, 6th Street, downtown Austin, 20 minutes from our apartment. My phone started ringing. Madison. I did not answer. She called 3 more times, then her mom, then her maid of honor, Jessica. I turned my phone to silent. I left a comment on her story, "Freedom looks great on you, Mads." Within 5 minutes, the post was deleted, but my comment was already screenshotted. Madison called 12 times. I did not respond. Instead, I logged into our apartment building security portal. We have doorbell cameras. Tuesday night, 11:47, our front door. Madison walks up with a man. They talk. Then she kisses him, a long kiss, his hand on her face, her hand on his chest. They pull apart. He leaves. She goes inside. I downloaded the video. Clear timestamp, clear quality, clear face. When I finally went home around midnight, Madison was there sitting on the couch in sweatpants with her makeup smeared. She stood up and immediately started talking. She said it was not what it looked like. She said the guy was Evan, her trainer from the gym. She said he just showed up and her friends thought it would be funny. She said I was overreacting. I just pulled out my phone and showed her the doorbell footage from Tuesday. She stopped talking. Her face went white. Then she said it was a mistake. She said she was drunk. She said it did not mean anything. I told her I believed her about Tuesday. I believed that happened and probably other nights too. She started crying. She asked what I was going to do. I told her I needed to think. She asked if I was breaking up with her. I said I did not know yet. All I knew was that I could not stay there tonight. She begged me to stay. I told her I did not want to work through anything tonight. Then I grabbed my gym bag and left. I went to Claire's house. I did not sleep much. I kept replaying everything. 4 years together, 8 months engaged, and she was kissing someone else outside our door on a Tuesday night while I was working late. The next morning, I woke up to 43 text messages, most from Madison begging me to come home, 3 from her mom, Donna, demanding I call her, 1 from my dad asking if I was all right. I responded to my dad. Then I started canceling everything. The venue first. They kept my deposit, but I did not care. Then the photographer, the florist, everything under my name was gone by noon. When I was done, I texted Madison, "The wedding is canceled. Everything under my name is canceled. You are free now." She called immediately. I did not answer. Then I uploaded the doorbell camera footage to Instagram with a simple caption, a preview from her freedom weekend. Tuesday night, timestamp included. I tagged Madison. I tagged our wedding hashtag. Within 20 minutes, Madison's mom was calling me screaming. She said I was destroying her daughter's reputation. She said I had no right to cancel the wedding without discussing it with their family. She said posting that video was cruel. I told her I was acting like an adult. I had canceled a wedding I was not going to attend. I had moved out of an apartment with someone I did not trust. If she was worried about reputation, maybe she should talk to her daughter about kissing other men while wearing an engagement ring. Donna hung up. 5 minutes later, Madison posted something, a Notes app screenshot, a long apology about making a mistake, about how she loved me, about how I was controlling and never understood her need for attention, about how her friend Evan was just being supportive. That was when things got interesting. Up until that post, nobody knew who the guy in the video was. I had not said his name, but Madison just told everyone it was Evan, her trainer, her friend. The comments started rolling in. People asking how I would know it was Evan unless she had told me. People asking why her friend was at her bachelorette party. People asking why a supportive friend kisses someone wearing an engagement ring. Then someone else commented, a woman named Tara. She said, "So that is why you ghosted me Tuesday night." She tagged Evan. She tagged Madison. Then she posted screenshots, text messages between Evan and Madison, dates going back 3 months, plans to meet up. Photos they had sent each other. Evan had a girlfriend, Tara, and Tara just found out the same way everyone else did. Madison deleted her apology post, but it was too late. Screenshots were everywhere. Our wedding group chat was chaos. I just muted it and went to work. That evening, I got a Venmo notification. Madison had sent me $3,000, the note said, for my half of the wedding. I sent it back with a note, freedom refund, no exchanges accepted. That night, Madison's best friend Jessica called me. She asked if there was any way we could work this out. I asked Jessica one question. Did you know about Evan before Friday night? She was quiet for a long time. Then she said yes. She knew Madison had been texting him. I thanked her for being honest and hung up. Even her best friend knew. This was not a drunken mistake. This was a choice Madison made over and over again while planning a wedding to me. But here is what I did not know yet. While I was focused on who Madison was kissing, I completely missed where our money was going. Because when I finally checked our joint wedding account, I found something that changed everything. We were supposed to have $18,000 saved. The account had $4,000 left, and there were dozens of Venmo payments to someone named E. Morgan over the past 3 months. Training sessions, the memos said, workout plans, meal prep, Evan. Madison had been paying him with our wedding money. $7,000 to the guy she was cheating on me with. This was not just an affair, this was theft. Update 1 posted 2 weeks later. Thank you to everyone who commented on my original post. A lot of you told me to check finances and document everything. I took that advice, and what I found was worse than I expected. Monday morning, I called our bank. I got statements going back 6 months for the joint account Madison and I opened for wedding expenses. We each contributed $1,500 per month, except the money was not going where it should have been. Venmo payments to E. Morgan, $300 here, $500 there, sometimes 2 payments in 1 week, $7,000 total. But that was not all. There were hotel charges. Dinner receipts from restaurants on nights when Madison told me she was having girls' night with Jessica. Uber rides across town at 11 at night. Another $3,000, $10,000 from our wedding fund spent on her affair with Evan. I took screenshots of everything. Then I did something I probably should have done weeks ago. I called Tara. She answered on the first ring. I told her who I was. She said she had been hoping I would call. I asked her if Evan had ever mentioned anything about Madison paying for things. Tara was quiet for a moment. Then she told me something that made my blood run cold. Evan had told her 3 weeks ago that he got a promotion at work. He wanted to take her on a surprise vacation to Mexico. They went last weekend. All expenses paid by Evan, except Evan did not get a promotion. He was spending Madison's money, our money. Tara started crying on the phone. She said she felt so stupid. I told her she was not stupid. We were both lied to by people we trusted. Then Tara told me something else. She had gone through Evan's phone after we talked. She found messages between Evan and another woman, someone named Ashley, another client from the gym, more flirty messages, more plans to meet up. Madison was not special. Evan was running the same game on multiple women, taking their money for training sessions while convincing them they had something special, all while maintaining his relationship with Tara. After I hung up with Tara, I sat in my car and just processed everything. Madison had not just cheated on me. She had stolen from our wedding fund to pay for an affair with someone who was using her the same way he was using other women. I forwarded all the financial documentation to my personal email. Then I called a lawyer. His name was Martin. He specialized in family law. I explained the situation and sent him all the evidence. Martin reviewed everything. Then he said I had a solid case if Madison tried to claim she was owed any money. The Venmo payments and hotel charges were proof that Madison had misused joint funds. If her family tried to sue me for anything, we could countersue for the $10,000 she took. I felt better after talking to Martin. Not good exactly, but less like I was drowning. Friday evening, I got a call from my dad. He said he got an email from Donna, 4 pages. She told him I was abusive toward Madison. She said I isolated her from her friends. She said I controlled her finances. She said she was worried about my mental health. My dad asked me if any of that was true. I told him no. He said he did not think so but wanted to hear it from me. I forwarded the email to Martin. He said if Donna sent anything else like that, we should respond through an attorney. He said she was making serious accusations that could be considered defamation. He drafted a short response for me. It basically said that all of Donna's claims were false, that I had documentation proving otherwise, and that any future correspondence should go through legal counsel. I sent it Saturday morning. Donna did not respond. Sunday I met with Claire. She asked me how I was really doing. I told her honestly that I felt relieved. Not happy exactly, but not devastated either. Then she told me something that made me smile. Someone from my firm had asked her about me, a project manager named Jenna who I work with occasionally. Jenna had heard about what happened and wanted to make sure I was okay. She asked Claire to tell me that if I needed anything, even just someone to talk to, she was around. I told Claire I appreciated it but was not ready to think about anything like that yet. Claire said she understood. Then she handed me a coffee mug. It said Freedom Engineer on the side. She said she had it made for me. I laughed. It was the first real laugh I had in over a week. The wedding was supposed to be in 4 weeks now. Instead, I am staying at Claire's house, drinking coffee from a mug that makes me smile, and realizing that while Madison wanted freedom to do whatever she wanted, I got freedom from someone who was stealing from me while planning our future together. I gave her all the freedom she wanted. It just cost $10,000 of our wedding money. Update 2 posted 5 weeks later 2 weeks ago, I moved back into our apartment. Madison had moved out. Her dad, Robert, came to get her stuff while I was at work. Building management confirmed he signed in and left with boxes. When I got home that night, I immediately knew something was wrong. My gaming setup was destroyed. PlayStation 5 in pieces, monitor cracked, keyboard snapped in half, chair slashed. I stood there staring, nothing else was touched, just my gaming setup. Then I saw the note on the coffee table. Oops. I was grabbing my stuff and accidentally dropped something. Sorry, the handwriting was not Madison's. I called building security. 2 people came that day, Robert at 2 in the afternoon. Then someone else at 4:30 using Madison's key fob. A woman, the guard showed me hallway footage. A blonde woman, maybe 25, walked up to my door. She looked directly at the camera while unlocking the door. 15 minutes later, she came out and left. Erin, Madison's younger sister. I got the footage and took photos of everything. $4,200 in damages. I texted Erin the video. No message, just the video. She responded in 3 minutes. That was an accident. Madison asked me to get her jewelry box and I tripped. I responded, you tripped and destroyed $4,000 worth of equipment, then wrote a note about it. That is called vandalism. You have 24 hours to Venmo me $4,200 or I file a police report for felony property damage. She did not respond, so I filed the police report anyway. I sent them the footage, the photos, and a copy of the note. The officer said this was clear-cut. Destruction of property over $1,000 was a felony in Texas. 6 hours later, I got a Venmo notification, $4,200 from Erin. The note just said sorry. I called the police officer and told him. He said I could still press charges if I wanted. I thought about it. Then I decided not to. I had the money. I had the footage, and I had proof that even Madison's family was willing to destroy my things because they were angry about consequences. But Madison was not done. The next day, she posted an Instagram story, a screenshot of a text conversation, her text to me saying she wanted to talk and me not responding. The caption said, when someone ghosts you after you try to apologize. Cannot believe he called the cops on family. Then I got a message from Tara. She said Evan had reached out to Madison 2 days ago. He told her that he and Tara were having problems and he wanted to see her. Madison said yes. They met for coffee. Tara found out because Evan accidentally left his location sharing on. Tara confronted him. Evan admitted he wanted to see if things with Madison were really over. Tara broke up with him on the spot. She thanked me again for exposing everything. I felt bad for Tara, but I also felt validated. Here was Madison 2 weeks after everything fell apart, meeting with the same guy who ruined her engagement. She had not learned anything. Wednesday afternoon, Donna tried to leave a bad review on my company's Google page. She did not use her real name, but the review mentioned me by name. It said I was unprofessional, emotionally unstable, and should not be trusted with client projects. My boss saw it before I did. He said he already flagged it as defamation and contacted Google to have it removed. He also said if Donna kept trying to hurt my professional reputation, the company's legal team would handle it. The review was taken down within 24 hours. That evening, I stopped by Claire's house. Jenna, the project manager from work, was there. She and Claire had become friends. Jenna had brought over dinner and invited me to stay. We ate together and talked. Not about Madison or the drama, just normal conversation, work projects, movies we had seen recently. It was the most normal I had felt in a month. When I was leaving, Jenna walked me out. She handed me something, another coffee mug. This one said Freedom Engineer on one side and Keep Building on the other. She said Claire told her about the first mug and she wanted to add to the collection. I did not know what to say. I just thanked her. As I drove home, I realized I was smiling. Not because of everything that had happened, but because despite everything, there were still good people around me. This weekend was supposed to be my wedding day. Instead, I spent it at Topgolf with my dad and Claire. We did not talk about Madison. We just hit golf balls and laughed. At the end of the day, I posted one photo, the three of us with our clubs. The caption said, "Perfect weather for freedom. No refunds necessary." Madison did not comment, but I did get a text from Jenna. She said the photo made her smile. Then she said if I ever wanted to grab coffee sometime, she would like that. I told her I would like that too. We made plans for Tuesday. 4 weeks ago, I was planning a wedding. Now I am planning a coffee date with someone who did not betray me, someone who just showed up with a mug and a smile when I needed it most. I think that is what freedom actually looks like. Final update posted 3 months later. 3 months have passed since the wedding that never happened. The first month was hard, not because I missed Madison, but because I kept expecting something else to go wrong. Eventually, I realized the silence was not a pause before another attack. It was just over. Work became my anchor. My boss promoted me to lead structural engineer on a major downtown development. The promotion came with a significant raise. I moved out of my old apartment and bought a townhouse on the east side. It has a small backyard and absolutely no memories of Madison. Coffee with Jenna turned into dinner. Dinner turned into hiking on weekends. It has been slow and intentional, no rushing, no pressure. Just two people getting to know each other without drama or betrayal hanging over everything. Claire says she has never seen me this calm. She is probably right. Jenna is steady. She does not play games. She does not post cryptic messages on social media. She just shows up. Last month I was at Target when I saw Madison. She was in the cleaning supplies aisle looking exhausted. Hair in a messy bun, no makeup, dark circles under her eyes. Donna and Aaron were with her. They saw me. Donna immediately turned and walked away. Aaron followed, but Madison stood there. She took off her sunglasses and walked over. "Ryan, hi. I did not expect to see you here." I said hi back. "I have been wanting to reach out. I am in therapy now. My therapist says I sabotage good things because I do not think I deserve them. I wanted you to know I am working on myself. My therapist says it is important to take accountability. So I am sorry, Ryan, for everything." I looked at her. She seemed genuine, tired but genuine. I believe she was in therapy. I believe she was sorry. But being sorry did not change anything. "I appreciate you telling me that. I hope therapy helps you. Can I ask you something? Do you think you will ever be able to forgive me?" I thought about it. Maybe someday I will forgive you, but not for you. For me, because holding on to anger does not serve me anymore. But that does not mean we will be friends or that I trust you. It just means I am choosing to move forward. She nodded. "Are you happy now? I see you have a new place. Things worked out for you, still checking up on me through social media. I am doing well, better than I was. I hope you are too. I am trying. It has been hard, losing you, losing Evan, losing friends. My parents barely talk to me. I felt something closer to pity. She lost those things because of her own choices. Then she said something that showed she still did not understand. I just wish I had not posted that Instagram story from the bachelorette party. That is what ruined everything. If I had kept it private, we could have worked through it. She thought the Instagram post was the problem, not the affair, not the lying. Madison, the Instagram post did not ruin anything. The cheating ruined it. The lying ruined it. Posting about it just exposed what was already broken. She looked confused. But if I had not posted it, you never would have known. We could have gotten married and been happy. I smiled. A sad smile. She really believed that. She thought happiness was possible as long as I did not know about the betrayal. If you really believe that, then your therapist has a lot more work to do. Donna appeared behind her. "We need to go. I hope someday you can forgive me, Ryan. Take care, Madison." As they walked away, Donna said, "You will regret losing her." I did not turn around. That is the plan. I stood there for another minute processing. Madison was in therapy but still did not understand. She was sorry but only sorry about getting caught. She wanted forgiveness but could not see that forgiveness was not reconciliation. I finished shopping and left. When I got home, Jenna was there. She had a key now. She smiled when I walked in and made room for me to sit down. I told her about running into Madison. Jenna listened without interrupting. When I finished, she said, "Do you think you will regret it?" I thought about it. "No, I will regret the time I wasted. I will regret believing someone who was lying to me, but I will not regret ending it. That was the best decision I made. Good, because I really like this version of you. The one who knows what he deserves." We spent the rest of the evening watching a movie, just a quiet Sunday night with someone who showed up honestly. A few weeks ago, I checked my doorbell camera before heading out. Same model, same angle, but this time I felt nothing but peace. No anxiety, no fear, just peace. Madison wanted one last wild night before marriage. I gave her all the freedom she wanted. She lost a fiancé. She lost friends. She lost respect, and I lost the version of myself that thought love meant accepting betrayal. I think we both got what we needed, just not what we expected.